Hello everybody, welcome back here after a very long hiatus, but the Mountain Race Series is back and we are here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Round 2 of the chase is upon us as the Contender Round has finally got to the point where we're going to begin. And when I say we, as you just heard, I'm not alone in the booth. I'm Dylan Potee, and with me today in another race with me in the booth, Season 4 champion here in the Mountain Race Series and the winningest driver in the series history with 8 wins. And he won the All-Star race here at Charlotte last season, which is still today his last technical win. James McLeod.
You can stop mentioning that, Dylan. Thank you.
But James is up here with me. James, glad to have you here today. So what do you expect today here at Charlotte with these drivers after a wild first round?
Well, what I expect is a lot of calm, clean racing, single file, and I'm completely lying. I'm expecting them to go all out. Every point matters right now, especially with the chase drivers. We have seen a ton of wrecks off of turn 4 here in the past, so we got to keep an eye out for turn 4, make sure everyone keeps it clean over there. But especially those chase drivers starting in the back, when they start, they definitely have to methodically work their way up and hope that they can avoid whatever wreck takes place in front of them, because I'm sure there's going to be one.
Yeah, not to mention that this round is definitely, I think, is going to be the wild card round, because we have Charlotte here, which is probably going to be the calmest track in the round, which is hard to say as it is. But after today, once we get done with Charlotte, we have back-to-back plate races that these drivers are going to have to try to survive to get to the final eliminator round for the 8 people. And it's going to be Talladega and then Joltis. So these drivers, do you think today is like a must-win situation? Because if somebody in the chase wins today, that means they don't have to even worry about these next 2 weeks with the plate races. So what do you think the drivers' mindset they're still in the chase? What are they thinking today going into Charlotte?
Yeah, as crazy as a race as this is, it is definitely one where if you get out front, you can stay out front, unlike Joltis and Talladega. So this is definitely a race where you're going to try and get into the top 5, or you don't really have a shot in a win. So I mean, if you can get into the top 5 early, that's great. If not, you just hang on, gain as many points as you can, and try and survive the next 2 races.
Now, we had 4 drivers that did get eliminated last round. A couple of the Earnhardt Ganassi cars, and Trent Dunham and Joshua Balkin got eliminated, as well as the Joe Gibbs Racing 18 car at Cole Dally, as the last driver was Chris Washington 17. So, leaves us with 12 drivers, and we're actually going to go ahead to the backstretch to see where everybody's starting. And actually starting on the pole today is one of the drivers that snuck in there and made it through the first round, James Qualls. 6 car has not won this season yet. He has made the chase. He could say he has a clutch factor when it comes to these chases. He actually won a race at Richmond to get himself into the chase through a wild card spot. He had to win and did it. He had to survive this first round. This season's chase, he did it. He actually, I think he got in on a tiebreaker this season. I don't know if it was, I think it was this season or last season he made the chase. I think it was last season, he knocked Danny Wells out. So Qualls knows how to get the job done in these clutch situations, and you think maybe he can try to go all out for this win today?
I mean, definitely. Like I said, you see a lot of green banners up in that top 10, and those guys are the ones that are more than likely going to be battling out for the win. Qualls is going to do every single thing he can to stay up front right here, because like if you can get this win, you are completely set for this wild card round.
As we're going to get ready to go racing, so we don't waste any more time, because I've talked plenty for the start on this, and we need to get more racing going on. As you see here, some of the chasers, there's Dylan Young starting 5th, Tim Fiegel, he's starting 6th. He actually won this race earlier in the season. We look at that, here's some more, and then you see Red Bell, Steve Gonzalez, 9th and 10th. And like I said, we'll kind of carry on with the rest of them. I'm actually going to show the rest of your starting lineup because we're going to have to hurry and go. But without further ado, the Bank of America 500 here from Charlotte is about to go green. We'll let James have the command to get them going.
Alright guys, green, green, green. Let's keep it a clean race right here. And already, James Qualls gets a little bit of a boost right there, and he's getting pushed by his teammate really good over there, Keith Batson, trying to get those Roush guys up front and keep James in the lead.
Yeah, it's really crucial too. Every point's going to matter. Qualls, if he just leads the lap, going to get a bonus point right there. That's going to help. Like I said, every point's going to matter. As we look through the pack real quick and see who's in the back. Joshua Mudd, Justin Perry, a couple chasers back here. Jessica Shelton in the 29s back here. And Joshua Collard just bounced off the wall.
Oh, they're already going 3 wide there. That's a little scary, but I think they're holding it for now.
And that's what you were talking about. Turn 4 is a very crucial spot in this track. It's been a troubling spot for these drivers too, for whatever reason. Like right there, see they get off the wall. Also, too, looks like to be an issue. Some drivers just can't get around these corners, and they're hitting the wall. Collard has damage on both sides of his race car already.
Yeah.
And we have a battle for the lead
one thing
up here.
I noticed.
Oh, and Qualls just got into Aaron Reed. Oh, and there he goes.
All right. Oh, Qualls is getting stuck behind him now. He's losing a lot of spots, too.
Did you see Steven Gonzalez down there just stopping it around that wreck? Like I think him and Sky Commons both just literally stopped, and they all wrecked around him. And
that's the way to do it. Like, every point counts. If you're going to have to make moves like that to pass everyone, but oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, they almost hit Michael Norman. Michael Norman, the last winner we had way back in September when I recorded. Won that crazy finish. Oh, they wrecked up here again. And there's Jessica Shelton and Chris Washer just wrecked. And she's up and over.
Shelton with a huge wreck. And
Dalley's
I
in
think
it. Danny
who
Wells
else got into that? Was that Danny?
Yeah, it's Danny, another chaser. There's Collard, who was up front. McLeod, I think, got a little piece of it. There's Qualls. Okay, a lot of things just happened. There's Joshua Mudd, another chaser.
I didn't even see Mudd get in that. Oh my gosh.
There's a lot of things that just happened. We might have to go back and check a replay, but there's a lot of chasers that got involved in this. Holy cow. It spread the field out big time.
Real question is who's leading now?
Zach Buchanan got in. It says Randy Carpenter's leading the 39, wherever he is. I probably already passed him. There he is. He's in the wall. He actually
Young
just
is
got
up
past
there too. So Young is the highest running chaser.
These two actually just passed him for the lead. A couple of Penske cars. It's Dylan Young second, and his teammate Sean Galligan's actually leading the race now.
Well, after that abrupt turn of events, I'm assuming we have to go look at these wrecks right here.
Yeah. While we have an opportunity, I'm going to check around the track one last time. We're going to have to go back and check some of those wrecks out because a lot of things just happened, it looked like. All at once.
So let's go check them out while the Penske boys are leading up front, nice and calm.
Well, this happened at the front of the pack, which is never good. And as you can tell, that 41 car is very, very loose, Aaron Reed. And he's actually going to possibly make some contact with James Qualls, who was just leading a lap before this. Or does Qualls get the wall? Oh, no, Qualls got the wall.
Qualls got the wall, couldn't hold it, and with two people under him, there's just no way.
Aaron Reed couldn't avoid Michael Norman. Look at this 3-car hit the wall head on. Ugh.
Oh, that's a tough impact.
Is Keith Batson going to sneak through that? He did it. First person to hit Michael Norman was his teammate, Chris Dollarch, and Seth Cole got a piece, but Joshua Walken, Tim Fiegel avoided.
This fight. Yeah, oh my gosh. Tim somehow made it through there.
Look at some of these. The 56, 16, 21 came through, and then the hole closed up. Richards and Drayton nowhere to go. There's Jackson.
Wow. Ouch. Look at Drayton, heavy impact.
Look at the 55 and the 31 down here just stop. These two literally, I think, just stopped. Keep an eye on the car.
They might have avoided it.
It's the Pennzoil and the Napa, or not Napa, Pennzoil and the Cartoon Network car. They wrecked behind them. We'll check the back wreck. But look, watch 55 and the 31 right behind them. They just stopped. Like, everybody around them literally wrecked but them. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, that's a veteran move on Steven's part. He's been driving that 55 for a long, long time. And being a chase driver, you definitely have to know.
It looks like we had like 3 wrecks happening at once, because the 91 back here, I think, did the exact same thing, and the 43 hit the wall again.
Oh, did they?
So here's the 17 hit the wall, 48 hit the wall. Danny actually is going to run to the back of Silver Fox. Collard back there bounced off the wall, hit Dally. See, look, we got like 2 or 3 different wrecks happening at the same time.
Oh, wow.
Noah
yeah, like I said, turn 4 is going to be killer, especially when you have a big pack like that.
Big time hit. And there's Ian Dutta back there. I mean, most of the chasers got a piece of this wreck, I'm pretty sure. There's Perry against pancaked in the wall between the 4 and the 22. Actually, no, the 83, the reason he ran up there and hit somebody is because that little contact with the 22. Oh, no, maybe it was his fault. Never mind.
I think Buchanan got a huge piece of that, too. He might be done.
Dutta got a big piece of that over on the outside. He tried to squeeze past Danny Wells, and Zach Buchanan ran straight head on into the 22. Look at all the green banners all involved in this wreck.
Yeah.
There's
I mean, the
Pollard.
one good thing here
look
is
at
that if a lot of people wreck, that means you have a lot of, or if a lot of other chasers wreck, then you're not as bad off.
Well, look at this. Jessica Sheldon also avoids this wreck. She's a rookie. She made an amazing move to get around all of this. Now she's through the wreck, and then they come around this corner, slide around her teammate Michael Norman. I don't know if she.
What happens?
Oh, she ran up into the 11 and wrecked herself.
Oh my gosh! And then right up into that nationwide.
Wow, look at the hit she took.
Oh my gosh!
She got hit 2, 3, 4 times right there.
Was that Cozy who hit her?
Michael Cozy was the one that hit her in the door right there in the 23. Washer hit her first. So I can't reverse the right way.
Let's see. There was a head-on. I think that was driver's side too.
No, she got hit on the driver's side by Washer, and then the passenger side by Cozy.
Okay, so they took out both ends of the car.
So there was another chaser. She did a good job getting around the wreck, and then she got caught up in there. There's Collard here under her car, and then
I think Danny, does he miss that part? Yeah, I think he does.
Dowley got a piece of it right there. He had nowhere to go.
Oh my gosh!
I think that was about all that just happened.
That's probably one of the more violent NRX I've seen in a while.
And after all that, the leaders of this race are going to end up being these two Penske cars, Sean Galligan and Dylan Young, who we were in the middle of a battle for the lead as they passed Carpenter right here. I think we hit the wall. So we'll see what happens now as a lot of the chasers got taken out early in this race. We got 40 laps and a pit stop up ahead for these drivers. Don't know what's going to happen next, but we're about to find out. We go back to live action.
See, now the real thing here is I'm not sure if Galligan's going to let Dylan Young by. I mean, a win would mean everything to Dylan Young right now.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, as we're back, kind of not a really good introduction. Oh, Justin Perry's going to give Dylan Young the lead. Well, Galligan didn't have much of a choice right there. He's like, okay, you can have it.
But yeah, I'm thinking, I mean, if it were two teammates coming down to it, do you think Galligan would pull out of the way for him?
Probably not, because anytime you get a chance to win the race, you want to win, but I don't see Galligan wanting to absolutely do that. Just my perspective of that. Maybe wrong, but I don't know.
Galligan's no longer in the picture as now the 20 of Red Bell is trying to work her way in there.
Well, you never know. Maybe he does want to help him. I mean, I guess teamwork is a thing and still, and we've seen it in real life. As Red Bell, she doesn't care what happens. She's like, I'm going to go there and take the lead. My boyfriend got knocked out last week. I want to make sure to avenge him this week.
Yeah, I mean, she's a chaser, so definitely, if she can get this win, it'll mean any chaser that can get this win has absolutely everything set up for the next few weeks.
They're still hitting the wall here. And to think, this is the easy week, and it looks like hell already happened at this track today.
Yeah, I know. I can't imagine what Zendros and Tally are going to be like.
And looking back, Sean Galligan does have a win this season. He was on the battle for that last wildcard spot that came down to Richmond. He didn't make it in the chase. So he has a win. I believe he won at a plate track, I want to say. I don't remember. Like I said, it's been a while since I did this. So my memory's not the world's best right now, keeping up where everybody won at. Bear with me on that.
It's okay. I don't remember it at all.
We're going to go through and see the back half of the field who are out of the race. Drivers that are retired from the race. Michael Cozy, Cole Daly. Jessica Sheldon's actually going to end up being the worst finishing chaser today after she avoided that wreck beautifully and got annihilated on the backstretch. She'll end up 40th today. This is not a good start for that 29 team in this round. She had a hard first round too. Like, she just struggled. She barely made it through the next round, and this is not a good start. And probably the underdog, maybe the surprise story in the first round, the good headline was Ian Dutta, who was so consistent in the first round. You have a battle for the lead. Galligan's going back by Red Bell, who clobbered the wall. Ouch. Dutta is 39th with a broken camshaft. Zach Buchanan, another chaser, 38th with a broken header. Noah Boggs, Joshua Mudd, 36th, another chaser. Jack Richards, Alex Drayton, Joshua Collard, Michael Norman, the winner at Kansas. Chris Washer, Chris Dolligan, and James Qualls, who started on the pole. We talked about him. Will end up 29th place. He's ahead of a few of the other chasers, but you don't want to be put in this situation this early in this round. So this is not a good start for these guys at all.
And I mean, he does have a few chasers behind him, but he has plenty more in front of him.
So do you think the strategy has changed for some of these chase drivers now that they know that some of the others are out of the race and it's still a long way to go?
I mean, you definitely want to play it much safer now. The only chasers I expect to really push it right now are going to be Red Bell and Dylan Young. But Dylan's even fallen back now, so at this point, Red Bell's the only one who should be pushing because she needs this win.
when you look at the damage on the 2 car, and I believe the 20 has a matching stack. Oh, it's not as bad. Here's Randy Carpenter. I keep forgetting he's actually up here still. He hit the wall earlier. He led a couple laps, and looking back, I believe 3 chasers have led a lap today. They were James Qualls in the opening lap, Dylan Young, and Red Bell most recently. So they already have a bonus point in the bag. But again, every point matters, so we'll never know. We can get down to Zen Joltis at the last race, and one of these guys make it in by 1 point. They can look back maybe at Charlotte and say, oh, wait, I'm glad I led that lap that day.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting to see how those points play out, especially at Zen Joltis, where points change hands maybe every 2-3 feet.
Yep, you brought up another good point while we're before we got back on camera and stuff. A lot of the Fords today are running good. I don't know what's the deal, but there's a lot of Fords up front today at Charlotte. We saw that both the Penske cars up there of Sean Galligan leading, Dylan Young's 4th. Then you got Ryan Acosta here in 5th, who hasn't won in a while. You got Keith Batson, who was starting in 3rd, I believe. He's in 6th right now. And then you got 10th place Andreas Allen, and the Wood Brothers 21. So there's a lot of Fords up here today. It's a good showing for that manufacturer today.
And on top of that, James Qualls got the pole. I mean, there were a good 6 or 7 Fords in the top 10 when we started this race.
Do a quick top 10 rundown as we're looking through here. We're on lap 16, about to be lap 17 here. Sean Galligan's leading, Red Bell is 2nd. Randy Carpenter is 3rd, because we got some pit stops going on. Some cars have damage. Randy Carpenter is 3rd. Dylan Young is 4th. I think Keith Batson's now 5th. Ryan Acosta is now 6th. Tim Fiegel, the last winner we had here at Charlotte, is 7th. Bound under attack from Tim Walsh, who's going to take that from him, 7th and 8th. Cody Lam is right now running 9th. Good run for him. And Tim Walsh, a couple guys outside the chase. And Andreas Allen, like I said, in 10th. We'll go through a little bit back here, a little bit more as we have a couple of minutes to talk. What do you think about some of these drivers back here? I mean, they're outside the top 10. There's Steven. He's actually surviving. He's right there with Sky Commons, ironically. Both those guys probably have the move of the race, avoiding that wreck. If Jessica Shelton hadn't gotten involved in that wreck, she would be in this category with these two. But, I mean, Steven...
She murdered herself.
Well, yeah, that's true. Rookie. She went from a veteran to a rookie in that move, but, I mean, just 11 cars right there, a couple of chasers. I mean, got a jig, I guess, for every position, but... I mean, this could be a saving moment for Steven. Like I said, he hasn't won this season. He's only won 1 time in his career. And, you know, it's all about consistency right now at this point. Unless he can somehow pull a miracle. Maybe he pulls some strategy on pit road. Never know. In Sky Commons, he's won a couple races this season. I think he won... I
mean, I'm looking at the timesheet right now, and you guys can't see it over here, but it looks like Steven's still a couple, 2 or 3 tenths off the leader's pace.
Or we can check that right there.
Or you can do that. But well, I meant, like, in terms of speed per lap.
Well, let's take a look real quick because they're battling for the lead. Okay, let's see what Galligan's running up front. So Steven last lap ran a 27.6. The leaders are running a 27.2. Maybe he is holding back a little bit, maybe trying to save some fuel.
I highly doubt that.
It's just slow. Trying to make it interesting.
I think pretty much everyone other than the top 3 right now are probably a little bit off the pace. Although Red just slammed the wall right there.
As well as Randy Carpenter, they both did. We're at the halfway point now in this race, and like I said, nobody else has dropped out of the race. Other chasers we can talk about, Justin Perry is 5 laps down in 28th place. Looking to see what else we got. Danny Wells, probably one of the dominant cars all season long. He would be leading the regular points right now if we didn't have a chase. Really consistent and everything. He was in that battle for the win at Kansas, I say last week, as they slipped by the 11 right here. Got to be careful. Ooh,
oh, wow.
Zachary Fitzwater got pancaked between the wall and a car, but they didn't wreck. They keep it going.
See, one thing I was actually thinking about is Danny Wells isn't, I mean, he's off the pace for sure, but he's one of the faster cars off the pace. He still has some time to make up some positions, hopefully, I think.
He's only 1 lap down as well, so
I think he can definitely make up some spots while he's on here.
There are a lot of wounded cars on the racetrack, I just noticed.
I don't think there's a car on here without a scratch. This is basically Darlington.
Yeah, basically. So he's 22nd right now. Let's see. Looking through, James Silverfox is 18th right now, wherever he is. Where art thou, James Silverfox? There you are. As Trent Dunham rides the wall back there. Trent, one of the drivers, got eliminated this past round. He's still in it. He has no butt end at all.
His ace fell off.
Leading. Well, Galligan's actually, he's expanded his lead. Oh, Red's pitting. So it looks like the pit stop we were talking about they had to make is starting to happen. These rounds of pit stops as Reds comes in. I look back, somebody else pitting. I think it was Seth Cole is also on pit road.
I still think Red's in an extremely good position right now. I mean, the damage on her car is not going to be that hard to fix. And if Galligan makes any sort of mistake, Red can jump on him.
Joseph Lombard's in. Tim Freilich. Jacob Lawler's on pit road. I think he looks like Galligan's going to come in this time.
Galgan's diving down, as well as the 19. We got a few more cars as well.
The 5 car's a lap down. Looks like none of those are leaders as well. Let's look and see if one of the lead lap cars stays out. You think one of these chase drivers possibly stay out to lead a lap, but doesn't look like it.
No, at this point, most of them are a lap down or even farther, and they can't risk losing any more time.
And these cars are sitting on pit road fixing damage. Look at Red Bell and Dylan Young. I don't know.
I figured as much. I'm just gonna see I'm really interested to see how long
There's Red.
Sean Galligan's gonna spend on damage fixing this time.
He didn't wait at all.
Oh, so this will put Red in a much worse spot. And Galligan's about to lap his teammate right there, Dylan Young, as well.
Man, it just seemed like nobody else had damage like he did. Or he was the only one that didn't have damage, really.
Yeah, and actually, I don't even see a scrape on the right side of that car. I think he's the only undamaged car on track.
I've seen him get on the wall some, but he probably didn't get on the wall as nearly as hard as some of these other drivers. It's going to be interesting to see how he comes out now in this field. We'll have to wait and see. But I think some of these guys like Red Bell and Dylan Young, I think they're almost a lap down now. They sit on pit road for a long period of time.
Yeah, we'll find out how far ahead Galligan really is in about a few laps.
Is Galligan still the leader, it says? I believe it does.
Yeah, I think he has a 5-second lead almost at the moment.
Let's see if we can find Carpenter. Is he on track? Where is 39? Unless he's about to go a lap down. There's oh wow, Carpenter's really far back.
Looks like we'll find out. Oh,
actually,
yeah.
Batson's second. The 99 car's in second. He's 20 seconds
20
back.
seconds back. I think Galligan might have just run away with this unless there's a wreck.
There's only 5 cars on the lead lap in this loophole. Galligan, without the damage, he didn't have to sit on pit road like the other cars. He does have damage. Now I just saw it. He just smacked the wall pretty good over there. I'll have to look at that again when we get into turn 3. Look at the damage on the all-tail Ford.
Yeah.
Now he's hit it. Probably doesn't matter at this point now. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, with a 20-second lead, you can get as much damage as you want as long as you keep the 4 wheels on it.
James McLeod back there scraped the wall. There's Tim Walsh and Sean Henley. A couple of drivers we hadn't really talked about today. So, looking at this in the big picture situation, Red Bell and Dylan Young are definitely the winners, and Tim Fiegel, we could say, in the chase department today. Definitely winners today, as of right now. They got a big mess back here. Andreas Allen, it looked like the 21.
I don't see any chasers in there, so they should be alright.
Don't get the 52 mixed up as a chaser. Just a lot of green on that car. I figured.
So that's Lexus colors.
Yeah, it's a nice paint scheme. Let's see if Danny actually progressed any through the field. He's right now in 23rd. Michael Walton's going by. Walton right now is in 12th place in the 10 car. It's Aaron Reed, Tim Fralick, Joseph Lombard. Looking through here some more. There's Gonzalez. He's running.
Where did Steven end up actually after the round of pit stops? Because he was doing well.
He was about 15. I think he lost 2 spots. Him and Sky Commons are still basically together. Let's see, Silver Fox right now is running 20th. Let's see what other chasers are. Dylan Young. Justin Perry, I think he's still the last car running. He's 28th. Galligan's getting held up by the slow car, the 11, Justin Perry. So those guys are getting their laps back. I think actually Tim Fiegel was the only one who got his lap back right there, but still, he got his back on the lead lap. There's no cautions, though.
Yeah, although I'm not quite sure if Galligan's not about to pass Fiegel again.
Fiegel just moved Henley out of the way. They just about got into each other. I think the 12's ready to get back around the 78.
I think the 78's about ready to drop the 12.
Henley on the wall. Well, Henley tried to stay with them. Didn't work.
Yeah, Henley has way too much damage. I'm interested to see if Fiegel can stay here, because if he holds up Galligan enough here, they might end up having some altercation with some lap car, which might make this race a lot more interesting.
At this rate, Batson's only taken a second off his lead. Batson's actually about to get run down by Red Bell. 20 cars caught up to the 99 over here.
Every point counts, and if anything happens to Galligan, Red Bell needs to be there to capitalize. So getting around this 99 could be huge.
And again, another thing I've noticed as well, through the chase races, none of the chase drivers have won a race yet. So you know that's your automatic ticket into the next round. None of the chase drivers have capitalized on that little bonus right there. Every race has been won by a non-chaser, and at this rate, it looks like another non-chaser is going to win today. So Galligan's shutting out these other drivers before they go to the 2 plate races, and they're now all going to be worried about that race. There's a wreck.
There's
oh,
a wreck
Cody
already.
Lama's wrecked.
Worst luck in NR
history. Steven Gonzalez is involved. He's sitting there with his teammate Jacob Lawler. Oh my goodness, and Trent Dunham got involved. Is the leader in? Oh, there's Ryan Acosta. Oh, the 16 car with a lot of damage. Oh, Ryan Acosta was having such a good race today.
I mean, after a struggling season, Acosta deserved a good run, but guess it wasn't meant to be for today.
Where is Galligan at? There he is. We're actually going to have our little cheapo replay moment because, you know what? We're under a budget. If I can find...
since we've been off air so long, we just had some budget cuts due to low viewership.
Oh, Cody Lamas.
Oh, wow. Gonzalez hit him hard.
I'm actually going to pause this. We're going to have a really slow moment. Lama's over here.
I think he gets tagged by McLeod. Oh no, he just slams the wall.
And he spins. There's where Acosta had nowhere to go in the 16. That is a tough break. Those two are battling like they're 10th and 11th.
And then
Lombard barely got through.
Yeah, Gonzalez is just gonna. Oh, I think.
Oh my gosh.
Lamas backed up into Gonzalez right there. There was nothing. Like
he was
look at
trying
him
to turn
back
around.
up.
Well, the 41 was on the outside of the 55.
No, but I mean, if you see it, Lamas just backs up into the field.
He's trying to turn around. Oh man, 56 was up under his teammate. Jacob Lawler had nowhere to go. Trent Dunham,
the worst luck.
And then the one car had nowhere to go. He slid right over into the 56. Ironically enough, these three drivers right here were battling for the championship last season in Homestead. 55, 56, and the one. Huh. That's ironic. All three of them are going to be in a lot of trouble now with a lot of damage. Trent might not be as bad as the other ones, but Gonzalez looks like he's done. Yeah. Lamas is done. Acosta might be on his way to the garage. That's a tough break.
That just harps back to what I was saying before. Anything can happen, so this race isn't over yet.
Yeah, those slow cars can cause a wreck.
And Galligan is about to be in the midst of some.
He's actually coming up on Trent right now. Dylan Young and Tim Fiegel are battling for position. That's a crucial position right now. As the 78 car looks like he's come to life. Just he's on the tail end of the lead lap, unfortunately.
Hey, tail end of the lead lap is still the top 5 about.
Yeah, we talked about it. He won the Charlotte race earlier in the season. As Dylan Young is in the wall, he's going to go a lap down to his teammate now. We have 4.5 laps to go, but Fiegel, like I said, if he only was somehow a lap ahead, he might be the fastest car on the racetrack. He's actually 2/10 faster. He just ran his fastest lap of the race last lap.
That's basically all that damage they fixed. That's good to know that his pit crew can fix damage that well, because honestly, later on in the season, that might be a huge turning point.
There's Carpenter right there going by Tony Blazer, who gets the wall. There's Batson back here. He's starting to lose touch with Red Bell. So Carpenter's 4th, and now Tim Fiegel is 5th. Tim Walsh is actually about to get his lap back as well. He's actually in 6th place now. He's got around Dylan Young. So Dylan Young's dropping her here at the end of the race, giving up some crucial points that can mean everything in a couple weeks.
Well, we'll find out. Now all eyes are just on Galligan. As long as he doesn't make a mistake, he has this win. But, again, you never know. There can be a wreck just ahead of him, and he might not be able to do anything as the 47 gets the wall right there.
Like I said, top of my head, I don't remember exactly where Galligan won earlier this season. I know he probably knows. He may not know either, so we're just going to leave it at that. He has one win this season. He's looking for his 2nd win of the season and trying to keep these chasers out of victory lane. Shut him out. Continued that streak of no chase winners in the chase.
And
if I was him, I'd let the 15 go.
He just moved Galligan up the racetrack, so we'll see off turn 4 if that does anything.
I'll just say, if I was Galligan, I'd just let Tim Walsh. I'd just let him go. Like, don't even bother with that 15 car. He's just driving around. Don't get you up in trouble.
Walsh is running him up the track a little bit.
He's probably gonna hit the wall. Yep, he did.
Oh, hard.
Galligan's gonna take the white flag. He just pancaked the wall pretty good though. Red Bell is still nowhere to be found. Red Bell is basically a lap down. Keith Batson caught up.
Was a good 20 seconds back last time. We'll see if that cuts down any, but I don't think it'll cut down anywhere near enough. As
yeah, he's got back in his line. He's going to just kind of cruise now behind his teammate. Looks like we're going to have 7 cars finish on the lead lap. And Sean Galligan is going to spoil the party today for the chase driver. He's going to pick up his 2nd win of the season. He wins the Bank of America 500 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Yay!
And just like, and just like that, and Batson actually got around Red Bell for 2nd right here.
Oh wow!
The line.
Something must have happened to Bell, but
she's probably at the wall once again. Batson's going to he's going to come around and get a 2nd place finish. Good run for Keith. Another Ford. 1-2 finish for Fords. Red's going to end up 3rd. 4th place, Tim Fiegel. He's going to get 4th place, and there's Tim Walsh. Actually, Randy Carpenter. He just got around Carpenter for 4th. So Fiegel, he picked like 3 spots there in the last 10 laps, I believe. Spiegel comes back for a 4th place finish. He's going to be the 2nd highest finishing chaser today. Carpenter 5th, Walsh 6th, and Dylan Young was the last car in the lead lap. Another chaser, he ends up 7th. Well,
that's definitely great morale for Tim. I mean, like I said, being able to make your way back up that well, especially after a hard, long race, it's a great morale booster for your team, and that'll definitely help in the next couple weeks.
Absolutely. Oh gosh, I don't even know which race we're on.
We're on some race or the other.
This is race 30. Let's keep that for the other stuff, for stats. But Galligan's your winner today. The race is now official. He is your winner today at the Bank of America 500. As look at the rest of your top 10, Michael Walton and Tim Freilich, a couple of Evernham Motorsports cars. I think they were the highest finishing Dodges as well. Finished 8th and 9th, and Seth Cole ended up with a top 10, getting a 10th place finish. Look through the rest of your field. Some of the other notable drivers, James Silverfox ends up 15th today. He managed to kind of ride around and get a top 15 run, so that's good for Silverfox. That's probably a great run considering how much chaos happened today.
Gonzalez drops back to 27th after having some really, really bad luck, loses 10th positions.
Yeah, that's going to hurt, but he was the only one that fell out. Let's look through here some more. Danny Wells ended up 19th today, so he gained a couple spots through those wrecks, so that helped Danny out. And Justin Perry ends up 26th, grabs a couple of spots over Gonzalez and Lamas. And then we look at all the drivers at DNF today. Notables, like I said, Gonzalez 27th, James Qualls 29th. Look through here a little bit. Joshua Mudd 36th, Zachy Cannon 38th, Ian Dutta 39th, and Jessica Sheldon 40th. So we got some drivers already in the chase. They're out to dig themselves out of a hole now big time. As we head to now the dreadful Talladega Super Speedway, which just about anything can happen.
Talladega was called?
What?
Did you forget what Talladega was called? You were like, the dreadful,
I didn't know.
Talladega.
No, it wasn't that. I was trying to remember which order it was, so I didn't say the wrong track. It's Talladega, then Zenjoltis. That sounded weird, trying to put Zen and Zen together. But, yeah, that is it from today's race here at Charlotte. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give us a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to keep up with the channel if it hopefully starts reviving back, maybe.
Maybe a little bit. We'll try and get some races out.
I'm going to say it again. Just for you, James. You guys can subscribe to James, even though he'll tell you not to.
Don't subscribe to me. I don't post videos.
It's just because you're...
If I get another 10 subscribers by the end of this channel's life,
by the end of this
I will
channel's
post dick
life.
pics.
But anyway, subscribe to him and then leave comments below, whatever you guys want to do. But thank you guys for watching this race. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and congrats on that time to Sean Galligan and the whole Team Penske 12 team on winning today's race. We'll see you guys for next race at Talladega Super Speedway, and James will be back in the booth. We plan on doing the entire second round together, the Contender Round.
Yay.
So expect to hear me and James covering the races at Talladega Super Speedway and Zenjoltis. But
Everyone
until then,
loves my sexy voice.
yeah. Right, until next time, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Batch. You can't hear the music because you're on Skype. Does it make you feel sad? Hey James. Hey James. Your Dragon Ball card didn't survive.
I know. It yied.
And you yied.
It's because I didn't go. It's because I have the villain's card. They couldn't go Super Saiyan or anything.
Quiet. Bye. Probably not, but I just want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas, and I hope you liked this video for today. I will see you guys next time, very soon, and thanks for watching this diecast video. I will see you guys later. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Bye! The lifetime way. Wow. How did I get up there? Oh, this is impossible. The Captain Brohead Ray review. This is gonna be a problem. And Brian Acosta. P200 runs John Dillon up the hill. Justin Perry's on his back bumper. He's going to get wrecked. Oh, he gets pinned behind the 51. That's all it takes. John Dillon's going back to victory lane. This time the Mountain Race Series. John Dillon takes the Daytona 500.